Hello, I am Otitum Speaks. I did a live stream about 2 weeks ago, and I'll share the link in the description. It was called something along the lines of Judges with Trump Derangement Syndrome. And the one of the bigger stories was a judge out of Wisconsin, and she helped a man named Eduardo Flores escape from her courtroom from ICE. So I'm gonna play the crimes that he had committed, just so you guys get an idea of who this guy is.
Beat the guy, hit the guy 30 times, knocked him to the ground, choked him, beat up a woman so badly they both had to go to the hospital. And John, you know, it's so rare for victims to want to cooperate. They wanted to cooperate. They were sitting in the courtroom with the state prosecutor. The judge learns that ICE was outside to get the guy because he had been deported in 2013, came back in our country, commits these crimes, charged with committing these crimes.
So illegal entry into this country is a misdemeanor. Re-entry is a felony. So just by being here, he's already a felon. And that judge did not want him gone. Why? What is going on? This is not a one-off.
In court, judge finds out, she goes out in the hallway, screams at the immigration officers. She's furious, visibly shaken, upset, sends them off to talk to the chief judge. She comes back in the courtroom. You're not going to believe this. Takes the defendant and the defense attorney back in her chambers, takes them out a private exit and tells them to leave. While a state prosecutor and victims of domestic violence are sitting in the courtroom.
What is your message to them?
We are going to prosecute you, and we are prosecuting you. I found out about this the day it happened. We could not believe, actually, that a judge really did that. We looked into the facts in great depth. That's her picture up on the screen, Hannah Dugan, who is now in custody. You cannot obstruct a criminal case, and really, shame on her. It was a domestic violence case of all cases, and she's protecting a criminal defendant over victims of crime.
I'll go straight to the other part of the story, because now we have footage from the courtroom, and CNN, of course, went out of their way to try to defend this judge and say, "Oh no, she didn't do it that way." They're making it seem that way, and Trump is having he's waging war on judges and lawfare against judges. Now we have proof. So let's check out what exactly happened.
In the hallway and walks towards Circuit Court Judge Hannah Dugan's courtroom. Along the way, he passes plainclothes federal agents who are sitting on a bench. They are there to detain him. After Flores Ruiz walks by, the agents turn to each other and appear to confirm his identity amongst themselves. But a few moments later, Judge Dugan and another judge approach the agents sitting on the bench. A criminal complaint against Dugan later said she was alerted to their presence by a court official. That complaint says during this interaction, Dugan and the agents disagreed over the type of warrant they had to arrest Flores Ruiz. According to the complaint, Dugan ordered the agents to go to the chief judge's office. Video shows her pointing them through a double door. She then turns back to speak with other agents further down the hall and orders them through the doors as well.
She was on a mission. She was annoyed. You could see she was frustrated. Why? I don't know. The guy was a criminal, a known criminal. He'd been kicked out of the country and came back again illegally, which is a felony. And she's mad that ICE agents are there to pick him up. So you saw she grabbed his attorney and him and escorted him back that direction. And now she's telling these ICE agents, "Hey, you got to go talk to this other judge that I just brought with me, so that you guys can figure out the right kind of warrant to get rid of this guy." You shouldn't need a warrant. To be honest with you, warrants are for us, citizens. This guy's been through the process. He was in court that day for beating up two people. He's already a felon. He's not supposed to be here. He had already been deported once and came back again illegally. Why are we wasting time with this judge, with anyone, putting him through due process? That's all we keep hearing about, right? Due process. He had his due process. He shouldn't be here. Get out. But anyway, she goes on a rampage down the hallways, talking to one ICE agent or two ICE agents, and now she's talking to somebody else. Let's see what else happened here.
Shortly after that, with the agents gone from the hallway, Eduardo Flores Ruiz and his attorney exit into the hallway through a different door. As they walk down the hall toward the elevators, they pass another plainclothes federal agent. Neither they nor Judge Dugan seem to have noticed at the time. That agent motions to another to follow Flores Ruiz. Security video shows Flores Ruiz exiting through a basement exit. Upstairs on the 6th floor, the other agents have left the chief judge's office and worked their way downstairs. Flores Ruiz left the building onto 9th Street. Videos of the street shows the agents catching up to him. Flores Ruiz runs across 10th Street while trying to get away, but the agents catch him and arrest him.
That is exactly how Pam Bondi described the incident. And again, I'll put the link in the description. My live stream was about 2 weeks ago, and it was on judges with Trump Derangement Syndrome doing this kind of stuff. The other one, he had Trend Aragua. I don't know how to say that. And he was harboring him in his home. It was a judge and his wife. They're giving him assault rifles. The guy's going out to practice shooting at the shooting range with his gangbanger friends, and a judge was harboring him. This is what we're dealing with. So, three things. But one, that judge should have been arrested. Hopefully she didn't get out. I don't know what else you can charge her with short of treason. But I think they got her with obstruction or whatever, obstruction of a federal investigation. She won't be a judge anymore. Good. Nor should she be. I would love to know what her thought process was. I would love to see her defense. May look into that. Two, the attorney should also have been arrested for harboring a fugitive. He escaped. He was about to be detained after going to court with this judge being in this country illegally as a felon. And this attorney helps him escape the courthouse as he runs down the street. She helped him leave the courthouse as the judge distracted federal employees, federal officers. And then three, why are we doing this? Why was CNN defending this judge? Again, due process is fine. I get it. But why didn't they just wait? Why did they assume that it was Trump doing criminal lawfare or warfare on judges? Why do they back up illegals every single time? I am O Speaks, also known as O Tatum Speaks. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, share this video.